Ready. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
46. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Kiko Alonso. He's the one who runs him down. And my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Harris. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5.
That's crazy.
Now Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. It's complete to Snead. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and goal. Jackson out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
He left too much time.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill, 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 kill.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage.
Never punted twice.
Tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there. No down. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And I do get the ball after
the Saints
half.
Offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Ready, 95-56. I'm scared. Check.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
53.
Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Keep it up, guys. We're good. Let's move. Ready. 48 months. Quick. Hey, easy. Tonight.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out. His first half of action.
I will get the ball now.
Charles and I return.
I'm done playing around
Okay,
with this
Coach,
boy.
appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Get ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Play that.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, chill. 58, come on. Go, Capper, let's go. We got this.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that comment. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
On second and 9, Breeze got an open man. It's Washington. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Waiting. Watch tight end. 11. 57 to Mike. Stop your body. Here we go. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
See? What the hell?
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
He won't score this drive.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Run on
I think
me.
you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Such bullshit.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now it's Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, sometimes all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Opposite.
On first down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Easy.
We're beginning to turn you up. Don't get
Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
12. 11.
Breeze to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track
He's gonna go for
because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it.
What
So the
a
two-point
dude.
conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get it up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, yeah.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And that is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete.
Alright.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
That's fine. I'm gonna play as Dallas. And that's gonna be it. Now I'm mad. I'm not playing freaking Baltimore.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined their plans.
Whoever the one person is watching, go over in the chat and tell me who you are.
Way too advanced amateur. Like damage, they react to play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, is loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
I did it again with the kick.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Line 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wilson, rushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson rolling down. Big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Alright, whoever's watching, just
so Prescott and the Cowboys
hit
now
the
with
chat
a 1st
and
and
let me
10
know who you
at
are.
their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46, 46. 50, 50. Hey, man.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, God.
In the air and intercepted.
Touche. That's all I can say about
They're going to
that.
get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Target. Shift. Watch the shift.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
I
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
I'm
Chris
losing
Carson,
my mojo.
28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Alright, come
About set
on,
for this
Zeke.
next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
From the 27, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the
I
incomplete pass.
just run those things.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be taken
short,
down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Okay, I shouldn't catch that.
Partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Get it. Go, get out there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Get him. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Alright, I get
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
All right, I got to keep you out of the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's
Man,
Maher
I
to kick
keep
it away.
messing my kicks up.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
This guy was talking about my drive and couldn't believe it. But I'm going to keep him out of... I don't even want him to have a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. Wilson's got it complete.
That's going to be a touchdown. But I got time to get in. I'm not doing.
Touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them.
I got plenty of time to get in the end
This
zone.
guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, dude.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Intended that time for Cooper.
God. I knew I shouldn't have tried to make that throw.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm better than this.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Complete to Jason Witten. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, kill. 47. Under.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We're going to 54 right here. 50. Mike 50. Go. Get out there. 26.
Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady. All right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he can get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Wilson. On the move to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And to come out with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here go 46.
My 50, my 50. Some got man.
Switch, and hey.
Banjo.
26.
Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Oh, you got deep?
And again, it's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the